Our end is coming soon, but one more time I'll forget with you. Written by Ghost of Diamonds. Read by Arashi. The slim-fingered bruises on Ouma's cheek are an ugly purple, and Shuichi winces as he watches him apply concealer in front of the mirror. "If you keep staring at me so much, I'll think you like me, Saihara-chan," Ouma chirps as he caps the makeup with a click. Shuichi sighs, hand still scrawled across his analysis of Romeo and Juliet that's due this Friday. He may not end up turning it in if he passes the audition, of course, but it's better to finish his work just in case. "Ouma-kun, your idea of romance comes from danganronpa. I highly doubt you're qualified to notice any crush I may or may not have." Ouma either doesn't notice his deflection or chooses not to mention it. Instead, he overdramatically slumps against Shuichi's shoulder. "Boo," he whines. "But what about when Miki-chan confessed to Haru-chan right before the guillotine chopped her head right off? Haru-chan was so lovelorn that she laid her head beneath the blade in order to die with her beloved. Ah, what a waste of a potential character arc, though." He spins the makeup brush in his hand as he sets it down on the desk. Shuichi's heart thumps faster in his chest as purple hair tickles his neck. If the glossy strands were a blade, he thinks he might know how Haru-chan felt. He ignores the feeling as he stares at the mirror, watching Ouma scrutinize his reflection. "You know, you'd get more sympathy from the danganronpa team if you kept those on your face." With a groan, Ouma brushes his face into Shuichi's miraculously capless hair, carefully turning away his makeup-stained cheek. It's warm in his bedroom, made warmer by the weight of the boy on his shoulder, but Shuichi shivers. "Don't need to," Ouma mutters petulantly, barely audible. "I'll make it on my own. Just watch and see." Like he hasn't had to do just that his whole life. Shuichi traces circles onto Ouma's back with his thumb, gently as possible. Despite this, his fingernail nearly scratches through the fabric, worn and threadbare. "We'll make it together. I know we will." Ouma lets out a bitter chuckle, shoulders shaking, and Shuichi tenses. God, what I wouldn't give to get away from here. And Shuichi knows that there's no reason for Ouma to stay. Most people in Ouma's life have given him no justification to, after all, even the two people who should care for him the most. But it still hurts, like a knife sliding cleanly into his chest when he hears how Ouma is so willing to leave everything behind. To leave Shuichi behind, if it comes down to it. Good thing Shuichi likes danganronpa. Everyone dies in the end anyway. Right? What's dying a bit sooner when compared to staying by Ouma's side? Ouma pulls away and smiles wryly, scrubbing his hands over his ears. "Catch me if you can, Saihara-chan," he shouts, banging open the door and sprinting down the stairs, and Shuichi chases frantically after his friend's laughter. "Ouma, we have audition in an hour. Your makeup will run." "Don't worry about that. We'll pass anyway. Come on." The front door slams open and Ouma skips out into the cool evening, revealing a dusty purple sunset. He turns around, a brilliant smile against the bleeding lilac sky, and Shuichi's heart aches. To Shuichi, the sky fading into violet is some sort of signal, a starting gun in the air. To Ouma, it's a finish line. Ouma dashes ahead, musical laughter ringing through the air, and Shuichi follows. After all, a gun has more than one purpose, and there's only one type of violet that Shuichi would die for, and it isn't the sky.